Lyra found the ancient scrolls hidden deep within the sea. Tales of beings long forgotten, whispers of humanity. Pages worn yet truth they hold, a shared lineage to unfold. In the depths of ocean's lore, secrets waiting to be told. Humans and Atlanteans, once together, now apart. Hands that once built cities grand with one united heart. Echoes of a past divine, calling through the sands of time. Lyra's voice would rise and shine, secrets breaking through the grime. Oh, the truth, it must be told, loud and clear for all to hear. Bound by history untold, shattering the ancient fear. Raise your voices with the dawn, share the truth before it's gone. We are one beneath the sun, old divisions overdrawn. Lyra stands where waves do crash, holding tomes of blue and gold. In her eyes no fear or clash, only truths that must be told. Worlds apart yet kin at core, hands we stretch towards the shore. Time to unite evermore, make the past a distant roar. Legends of the ocean deep, meeting with the skies above. Two great races bound to weep, finding they've been bound by love. Ancient walls will soon release histories that never cease. Lilies blooming on the lease, blooming hope for lasting peace. Oh, the truth, it must be told, loud and clear for all to hear. Bound by history untold, shattering the ancient fear. Raise your voices with the dawn, share the truth before it's gone. We are one beneath the sun, old divisions overdrawn. Lyra stands where waves do crash, holding tones of blue and gold. In her eyes no fear or clash, only truths that must be told. Worlds apart yet kin. Victor came in darkness bold, chasing pearls with hearts of gold, ignoring whispers about the storm, pushes on past what's been warned. Lyra sings to seas unknown, hopes to calm what can't be shown. Oceans turning, threats they bring, at the edge where sirens sing. Atlantis fights for all it's worth, a precious pearl beneath the earth. Conflict's heart begins to churn. Will they save or will they burn? Crystals falling from the sky, victors push to wonder why. Day danger lurking, shadows sneak. Fortunes crash or futures bleak. Hollows tremble, ground is shakes. Risks unending, choices make. Rider's voice a beacon bright guides them through the endless night. Victor focused, vision keen, sets his sights on what's unseen.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our brand new season of. Oh, I am peeking something fierce. I do apologize for burning out people's ears. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Atlantis Rising Tides, our new Pathfinder 2E adventure. You may have got a couple hints at who our characters may look like in our side window here. Takes very deep breath. Swims down to chat. Realize scuba gear might have been a better deal. Yes.
You better be glad that I was just coming by.
As a tiny little kobold swims up in scuba gear. And a wetsuit.
And a wetsuit. Yep.
Alright. The size. How's everyone doing today?
Doing okay.
I'm doing fine.
Alright. Well,
I'm sorry. I'm using completely the wrong voice.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, you're okay. For now.
Well, I mean, I am sitting up in the control tower, waiting to push button.
Yes.
I get to push buttons again! Yay! Bounce, bounce, bounce,
Just
bounce, bounce.
don't push those buttons. He points to the glass-covered red buttons. There's 4 of them.
You do realize that you tell me not to do something and I'm going to do it because it's the bad idea.
Yes, but those need this. He holds a key. Victor Kane pulls a key out from under his shirt. That's tied around his neck.
You're telling a rogue that there are shiny buttons that are locked. Especially one that likes to act rather childish. Are you like? It's almost like you want her to do this.
The shenanigans we get into prior to games, folks. Welcome to the wonderful world of RTE Studios.
Once again, no dancing on the console.
Yeah.
Yes, Lemon. He warned me about this yesterday. He told me that I couldn't, dance on the console.
Doesn't stop her though.
True.
Kane just turns the wheel of the ship and says, "Now, off to Atlantis." Or, well, what I think is Atlantis.
Are you sure about that?
Somewhere down there. He looks at the sonar. Yeah, there's something down there. Something indeed. Can't make. He taps the screen. We need to get closer. Alright, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Atlantis Rising Tides. I am PA Kenny USA, aka RTE Studios. I also play the very I don't know if you can see it on my screen, but I am wearing a satin business shirt because I am playing Victor Kane, your evil overlord. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. Shiny silver satin suit shirt.
Yeah.
Just as a costume, folks. It's a costume. I don't wear this to work. And yes, the fish over there on the deck floundering around is very upset. Yeah. more on that later. All right. Hi. I'm down here now. I'm Pekin USA Hearty Studios. I play Victor Kane, who you'll meet soon. Maybe this episode. We don't know. Are we bringing up? Jordan, I'm going to slap you with a fish.
What?
We do this a million times. Sorry, folks. Give me a second. Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys. Only yourselves, not your characters, please.
Okay, that's fair. Hi, I am Trisha Walsh. You may have known me as the Supreme Master for the Star Wars game. I also run a Doctor Who game. I also stream from Tuesday to Friday. I play a variety of games. So when you're done here, please join me over there. And now I am going to.
I guess that just means me.
Yeah, for right now. We are going to have the raccoon, right?
Yes, the raccoon
never
will be
mind.
joining.
Ah,
Hello,
sorry.
welcome.
Sorry about that.
Hello. For the record, I'll just do my intro thing. Hi, I'm Katie Wynn. I am normally the cause of all of the chaos in any game on this channel,
Yes, you are my Chaos Goose.
with the affectation of Jenna Ortega.
But there's no geese on the open sea.
I'm talking about my flat delivery of all the things I say when not in character. Yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the Hong Kong lemon.
channeling my inner Wednesday Addams.
Yes. And
which is coming back. Yes.
oh,
Sorry.
I know, I can't wait.
Jordan,
Bounce,
please
bounce.
turn on your feed if you're using one.
I'm
you'd
not
like-
using it right now.
Okay,
Okay.
give me a moment. I will have to fiddle with that in just a second for you. Turn off that and find an appropriate picture for your character to slap on. Excuse me.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
so we have two players right now. We have one getting set up. We have one on its way. Sorry, folks, we're a little bit delayed. So, yes, as always, everything never goes according to plan with Kane Industries.
Are you sure
Jordan.
about that?
Go ahead and introduce yourself, not your character, please.
I'm Jordan. I'm glad to be back. Yada yada yada. And looking forward to this new game.
Yes. You may notice we are using a new platform. We are not using Roll20. We decided to go a little bit old school and use Foundry, VTT, which I have been graced and blessed with a lovely license from one of you. I don't remember who it was way back in the day, but one of you gifted me a license key for life, and I appreciate it. I don't remember who that was in our party, but yes, one of you did, I think, one time gift me a key, and I used it now. This.
I do know that Evil was the one who gifted it to me, so I also have it, but I haven't been able to use mine. So
Soon, someday.
Someday.
All right. So I'm gonna wait for Brestieren to show up. But while he's kind of sleeping in his cabin on the ship, shall we begin?
We shall.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after the opening intro. Please stay tuned.
Waves where shadows creep, Lyra's voice and visions deep. Ancient pearl within our grasp. Time to break the surface mask. Streets of gold beneath the sea. Faces lost in history. Power fades as eyes roll near. Whispers echo filled with fear. Open nights within our charging fast. Urgency we must outlast. Bound by pride we forge ahead, facing trials of the dread. Sky above is charging fast. Urgency we must outlast. Bound by pride we forge ahead, facing trials of the dread. Sky above is charging fast. Urgency we must outlast. Hand in hand we'll rise as one, underneath the burning sun. Battles fought with fierce resolve. Mastery we must evolve. From the depths we claim our right, guided by eternal light. Hope ignites within our souls. Atlantis awakens heart's control. Bound by pride we forge ahead, facing trials of the dread.
On the second class, and I've already written like 12 pages of definitions.
All right.
What are you going to school for?
Maintenance.
Ah,
Nice.
that's right.
All right. We now begin our story. All right. The date, June 9th, 3174. The time, local, Pacific, 12:03 a.m. Location, surface above the Mariana Trench. The night sky is inky black. The ocean glistens with an oily silver reflection. Storm clouds churn on the horizon. The Poseidon is rocked back and forth across the waves of the oncoming storm. The rain pelts the deck. The Poseidon's deck, however, is abuzz of activity. Floodlights and distant alarms echo through the inky black. Wind howl like a banshee scream. Suddenly, a very loud, heavy, wet thud hits the deck. Bound in glowing alloy shackles, a creature is slammed into a holding bay on the deck floor. Its shark-like features are fierce and otherworldly. Gagged and struggling, its rage is unmistakable. A grizzled Kane operative on the deck, drenched in rain, still dripping in his rain parka, cocks an oversized elephant tranquilizer gun and mutters, "This thing isn't human! Don't let its eyes fool you. We shoot it if it twitches once. Then arm yourselves." As this creature stirs inside its cage, please go ahead and introduce your character.
Who is that?
Katie, go ahead and introduce your character.
Katie is not here.
Okay, well, while that's happening on deck, we're gonna fast forward just slowly as the men are wrestling this thing into the cage. And there's the sound, an unmistakable sound, over their wailing, howling winds. It sounds like a motor. Maybe a hovercraft motor. As, indeed, it is. Suddenly, a sleek black hovercraft docks up with a hiss on the Poseidon's port side beam. The smaller vessel, dwarfed by the massive Goliath of this oversized expedition vessel. From within steps a KI-7000 Android series model, flawless, humanoid, dressed in a fluid silver and white tech cloak. Her presence, however, is off.
Ah,
Too aware, too empathetic. Why the hell is there a robot? This is a military op. Wait, Is that a KI model? What the Those things are retired. Obsolete.
Sit down.
But this android has her own mission. To broker peace before war erupts. She carries with her a small object, secretly programmed with Atlantean historical records, recovered, air quotes, during Kane's first expedition. A relic she wasn't supposed to have with her on this mission. One clue from it suggests the existence of an artifact, the Pearl of Atlantis and Aeons. Aurora, as you step onto the deck, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Greetings. I am Aurora.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead. All right.
I am Aurora.
What the? One of the technicians says, Get the android out of here. It's not safe for it.
What do you mean it's not safe? I am here.
As one of the another man steps out from behind you. This is a dispatcher.
Mm-hmm.
The KI unit is with us. Special issue from Kane Industries. Per Kane's orders, it has been brought here. Then, you will listen to it, despite its flaws. Kane has ordered us to follow its instructions. Now, where's the captain? Better not be sleeping and drinking booze in his room, in his cabin again. I swear that little. And there's a loud roar from inside the cage. More thrashing, banging of metal. Katie, are you still here?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Describe your character and introduce them.
Okay. Yeah. They're. I mean, the first thing they see is a shark's tail whipping around.
Mm-hmm.
And oddly enough, a woman's voice coming from after the growl, going, "Release me at once. This is an act of war, you know."
Silence! One of the guards says as he pokes the tranquilizer and starts shocking you. Like a
Yeah.
kind of shocking.
Yep.
Yep.
She'll take it, and she just looks at him and says, "Just wait until I get my hands free, and I will rid you of that head." And he can see, like, her teeth are, like, for the record, she has shark teeth. So they're very sharp, they're very jagged looking. And if any of the people in the room have ever seen what equivalates to an angry great white, that's what they're looking at when they look at her face at the moment.
Yeah. And roll me a intimidation check, please.
Ooh,
First
first roll
roll-
the game.
Yes, please.
Yeah, sure, this will be fun.
And for our lovely viewers, I can pull up rolls on our little roll screen here. And virtual dice. You're welcome. Oh, wow. Yes, this grunt, he backpedals a little bit, like backing away from the cage as one of the other men puts a hand in front of him and says, "Don't get too close, it might bite." This is the man holding the
Okay,
tranquilizer gun.
at this point, my character, which I did not give a description yet, all you heard was her talking.
Yep.
Comes up. This particular individual, Katie's character, sees a what looks very much like a robot, kind of like the robots from
iRobot.
yeah, from iRobot.
There.
If you've watched that film,
Yeah, yeah. You look like a walking mannequin.
yes,
with
I
a
look like
face.
yeah, with a face.
All right. So for
and
our lovely players, could you please put your tokens down at
Funny.
the far left corner?
You would look like Sunny, the robot from iRobot.
Yes.
Yeah, but with a face. How do you
So
do?
go to actors.
I'm at
and
actors.
Click your name like you would in Roll20 and click and drag to the map.
It's not letting us because I've done
It's-
it 3 times already.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
drop
not
the
letting me.
tokens. Then there's that. And then there's Aurora over here. And yeah.
Okay,
I'm assuming I'm still underwater somewhere.
You are not introduced yet. Give me a second.
Okay.
And so yeah, there. This is what's happening on the deck of the ship. What do you say?
she will come up to Katie's character. I am sorry they are treating you with such disrespect. And she gives a little bow.
Disrespect. They're imprisoning me. We were coming here to talk, and no, they pointed the weird weapons and decided that I was better in a cage. And she growls that last part out.
You were supposed to be meeting myself, not these individuals. And she points to the people that are standing next to her.
Congrats, yeah.
I would have treated you with the respect you deserved and not put you in a cage.
It's
And
an
again, she
animal.
bows.
As this man just slaps you across the face with his
Slaps
wrist.
Katie's character?
No, Aurora.
Oh.
You're an android,
Oh.
remember? Androids aren't treated with respect. You're a machine.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do damage. I'm just gonna do emotional damage.
Yeah. Aurora looks at these people. This is not an animal. This is a intelligent being. Blink, blink, blink.
Roll me a persuasion or intimidation.
Okay.
Yep. I'll take either.
Persuasion or intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nothing in intimidation. So let me look. Where is persuasion on here? There is no persuasion.
Hold on. Let me look at your character. Do you not have? Hold on, let me look at it.
I do not.
Performance.
Is it
a different
performance?
Performance, yeah.
Okay.
Performance check.
Oh
Thank
God,
you.
that's a negative one.
I'm new to Pathfinder, so
Or
everyone.
no, it's diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Sorry.
Thank
Persuasion
you.
is diplomacy.
Okay, that's also a negative one. This is going to go well.
Yeah.
Okay, so that. Ah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
an
this is
extra
a
dialogue box.
Yeah, I see that. So I just hit the roll button, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see why I have a negative one. I'm emotionally unaware. Lovely. Oh God!
Even greater.
That's a nat one. As the guards, the lead grunt says, "This thing is broken." Guards, get it out of here. The guards grab you by the shoulders.
Do not move me. No.
Yeah, Ariella, who has been struggling, yes, but hasn't unveiled anything yet.
Yeah.
Begin, like, the water for some reason, off the sweat off of the guys, the air around starts to crackle with a bunch of energy and starts flowing towards the cage. And
Mhm.
she is going to basically she's going to catch them by surprise and hit them with a air blast. Using her channel elements and element blast.
Cool.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right. Nice. Okay. Element blast
Hold on,
activated.
I have to hit the thing. Give me a second.
Yeah.
So I'd have to make a ranged attack. So
Yeah. And the
That's
guy's kind of like right here where I'm pinging, so like right next to Aurora. Two guys on either side of her. Sorry, I don't have tokens for
let
them.
me find. Yeah, let me find where I can do.
Mhm.
All right.
Sorry, I am trying to figure out this
You're good.
Pathfinder one.
Oh yeah, I know.
We're all learning here. I understand.
Sorry, I gotta find my proficiency now.
You're fine.
Yeah, I don't have it set up with auto macros yet. Macros are annoying in this thing.
That is fair.
Okay. Rolled.
Nat 20.
26.
goes-
Nice. Okay, nat 20 plus 6. So, yes.
Yep.
This action immediately frightens the two grunts who let go of the androids and turn their weapons on you, Katie.
Ariella.
Say Ariella, sorry. Ariella. They don't know your name. They just turn their weapons on it and say, "It's best we fillet this thing now." They look at each other and start moving in. It is at this point that there's a loud splash from over on this side of the port beam, say starboard beam, as jumping and soaring out of the water, making their very grand entrance. Jordan, introduce your character as you hit the deck.
I am the character known as Draylor. I am a merfolk who has the ability to shapeshift a little bit. And yeah, I would be landing on my feet with the sword drawn.
Cool. As you see this, one of your fellow warriors caged, bound, and gagged on this landwalker's ship. And there's a weird metallic humanoid-like creature standing over there with two men moving in towards the cage. What do you do? What do you say?
Well, first it would be to have my fellow warrior released from captivity.
Might be a
Hello?
good idea. Huh?
Yeah, that would be
Can you hear
great.
me?
Yes.
Yeah, and my weapon would be pointed at one of the lead humans.
Mhm.
With the threat to strike if my demands are not met.
What are your demands? It's the guard says. Also, what
Release
are you?
my warrior or face consequences.
You know what? You're fading in and out constantly.
Yeah.
I can hear them.
Hold on. Is my headset being stupid?
I think so,
Hold
because
on. I have to
then
check
by
attenuation on
coming through loud
my
and
voice.
clear, Trish.
Huh?
Something
am I
is
coming through
being
clear?
very.
Yeah,
something's
to
being
me, you're
stupid
just-
with my. When others speak, turn that off. Global attenuation. I'm just checking settings because it's like being very, very stupid right now.
Okay.
There we go. It should be better now. All right, what did you say, Jordan?
I said either release my warrior or face the consequences.
Guards, train their elephant gun on you.
And with
What's it?
speed and skill, I will close the distance and make a slash.
All right.
That's a
Roll.
lead card, seeing as they're starting the aggression.
Yeah. Roll your attack. Unarmed strike.
Yes. I do not know what I'm doing in here.
So, click on your character. Under actors.
Okay.
Go to attacks.
Yeah, I have it.
Yep.
Oh, damn, +8.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was the damage?
20.
Wow.
30, 20.
And that's
Damn!
damage. Yeah, that's click the button that says damage. And click. Oh, actually, click critical. Click the button that says critical.
Ooh.
And he takes 10
10
damage.
damage.
Yeah. So he stumbles back and hits the deck and slips. As the other guy fires off a tranquilizer dart at you. And I'm gonna roll /R 1 20 aim marksman.
I was just gonna dump them down the same.
Wow. What? That does not hit your AC. So yep, nope. And yes, I know I'm rolling a huge trish. I have no
it
idea
just
why.
bounces off my armor.
It bounces off your armor. Yep. What the hell is he? Get the captain! As they all run inside, and the two guards grab you, Aura, and drag you into the inside.
Don't! No!
They close the door and
Don't!
seal it. Is that like one of those like turn like bolt handles for like an airlock door?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And they arm it. Get the captain now! As one of them runs off down the hall. Meanwhile, you, Jordan and Katie, you're on the deck, left alone.
I would approach the cage and attempt to destroy the lock.
All right.
Well, that's what I was gonna do, but okay.
This is it's a rudimentary lock, not very super advanced. I mean, it's digital in some respects, but it's not like super complex. All right. So roll me. I think it's lock picking. I added a module in here for
I'm
lockpicking.
just gonna simply smash it
Brute force it. Okay. Roll me a strength
with the
check.
butt of my sword.
Strength check first.
Strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Give me a second. Am I? Can you roll that for me, Kenny? Because I can't get at my computer right now.
Okay, roll your character, sure.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's Daylor, and that's a strength, so a strength check. Roll check. What's your base stat? Sorry, I'm still trying to figure this out. So plus d20 plus 2. Okay. 1d20 plus 2.
And I can't get them.
Oops. R space 1d20 plus 2. That's a 10. For you, Jordan. This
Okay.
lock, your hands are slimy and wet, and trying to manipulate this lock, even with smashing at it, it just doesn't want to give. Whatever this is made of seems to be reinforced.
Okay, I'll try to they'll settle their method and pick it.
All right, lock picking it will be. So where is lock picking management? There are okay. So under actions,
Yep.
there should be something free actions. Yeah, it's gonna be an unarmed strike against the lock. They don't have the lock picking
Okay.
mod working right now,
Got it.
so just click unarmed strike. Yep, there you go.
Oh,
And
yeah, that'll do
you punch you literally punch the controls, and that thing goes with all the water and rain coming down. It shorts out. The lock goes. And you hear as the cage opens. Do you do?
I would help Kitty out of the cage.
All right, you help her out of the cage. She's still bound and shackled with some kind of weird digital shackles that are glowing.
I'll try and figure out how to deactivate this.
All right. That's gonna be either I think it's investigation. Sorry, I'm still learning as a GM. Here, so folks. Delor, let me look at your character actions. Stats.
Don't stuff on my computer.
Yeah. Spellcasting. Crafting, no. Proficiencies, that's what I want.
I have acrobatics, arcana, athletics, crafting, deception, diplomacy, intimidation,
Survival.
medicine,
Thievery is
nature.
what you want.
Thievery, yep. Roll me a
What is
thievery
it?
check. Thievery check.
Thievery.
Yep.
Ooh, I got a +3.
Yep. So you click the little spinning dice next to the icon. Next to the +3. Want me to do it?
I'm trying. Give me a second.
Go ahead.
There's no active encounter, so try it this one. Hey, I've been eating them. Perception. Oh. There.
That's right under stealth. Under it's the like 5th tab under proficiencies or skills.
Yeah.
I want to do something.
I know. Give me a second.
Give me a second.
I'm waiting for the captain to show up. But what time?
I mean, I can roll the perception check if that'll help. There.
Nice.
I couldn't get the other one to
It's
roll,
okay.
so I rolled that.
Perception check. So yeah, I'll just use that. So yeah,
Just take 3 off of that.
3 off.
So,
Yeah, so 17. It's not bad. You managed to, and you look at this lock. It's similar tech to Atlantean tech, maybe modified Atlantean tech. You have no idea where whoever got a hold of
Okay.
this technology got a hold of it, but you managed to manipulate the controls and get the shackles off. meanwhile, in the inside, uh, Aurora, the captain, is still in his quarters, and you're desperately trying to get out, and the two guards are like literally holding you back, like restraining you.
Right.
What is wrong with this android? It's broken. The other one
I
says.
am not broken.
Well, it definitely needs to be reprogrammed, says the other one. It seems to have
You
a
will
mind of
not-
its own.
You will not reprogram me. And at this point,
Mhm.
she's going to look at one of them,
Mm-hmm.
one closest to the door,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to cast Charm,
Okay.
which it has to attempt a will save. That's what it has to do.
Roll saving throw. So.
Yep.
Alright, GM roll.
So I push cast on that, right?
Yes, please.
Well, I pushed cast and it didn't do a damn thing.
There it goes. It rolled.
Well,
Oh, there it is. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah. He looks at you and is like, he just blinks his eyes and he's like, nice try.
Oh, come on. Really?
Mm-hmm. 22. Your save DC is 19, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
He says,
what she was going to do was she was going to sweet
Charm.
talk them into
Yeah.
Yeah.
letting him go. I figured.
Well, since she can't sweet talk this particular individual, she's going to threaten.
Yeah. Mhm.
That is her next thing there.
Yeah.
And that is intimidation.
Yep.
Which is untrained. Oh, this is
Yep.
good. Yeah.
Against his wisdom.
Against his wisdom. Yep. Ooh! 15.
You hit his AC for his wisdom save, right on the nose.
I kind of figured that, but
He
It
start. You
needs
can
to
see the
be-
quivering of his lip. Just-
you will let me out now. And her voice drops and gets
Yep.
louder.
Mm-hmm. And the other guy says, "I do what it says." I don't know if this thing's armed. It's a K11 unit, K7000 unit. Who knows what Kane put in her? As both of them let go, you are now free to fight them.
Oh! Oh, this is going to be interesting. No, all she wants is to get out. She wants to be on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
This.
And I don't know where the captain is. So
how thick is this door?
good question. Is a 30-inch reinforced titanium steel alloy door.
Okay. I was going to say have the other two people like roll like a.
Go ahead.
There's not a perception check.
No, there is not.
I managed to do that. It's just I can't cut them up.
But the akin of a perception check.
Yeah, akin to a perception check. I'm looking.
There isn't one. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. No, well, no.
It would probably be. It depends on the situation, but survival's usually a good one.
Okay, survival. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Right. I will get into that later.
Hello?
I'm still here.
Hi.
I am still here. Our people
All right.
roll.
Well, we could just roll a stock d20, and then I'll give you a modifier.
Oh wait, hold on. No, there is a perception. In the red banner
work?
thing under the AC. There's a perception check roll.
Hold on,
there it is.
guys.
See it? Yeah,
My
I
headset
see it.
died.
I see it. I see it. I see it.
Took me a second.
Yeah. I see it. Okay. Oh, do 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 do. I'm following a thing around. Oh, headset died. Okay, that's fair. Are we getting that rolled or hello? Anybody?
Yeah, hi.
I'm here. I can
Hey.
hear you.
Atlantis.
Okay.
Rising tides will return after
Hi.
this short break.
What's up?
Why did we go to pause?
Because Kenny's
think-
headset died.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think his headset tragically
He couldn't-
passed.
He couldn't hear us, so I think it's like out of power or something.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
See, there he is.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
sorry, my headset keeps on breaking. I need to buy a new one. I don't have money.
Eh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. $400 headset and it's a piece of shit. Sorry.
Eh.
All right. So, yeah, we are here. So what was happening? Sorry, you wanted to roll something specific and I died.
There is a perception check. It's
Yeah.
it's under
Yeah, it's what I rolled earlier.
Yeah.
Where you're under your AC.
so yes.
Actually,
the two
I have
people
your watch over here.
Huh?
All right. Go ahead and
My
roll
wife
your...
was looking for her smartwatch.
Okay. Roll your perception.
Yeah, the two people on the other side of the door, please roll your perception checks.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Do I
Nice.
need to roll perception too?
Yes.
because you're on the other side of the door. Yeah. Oh, you're actually trained in it. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's a warrior.
Same here. I have a +7 modifier on that.
Oh god. Ha! Okay.
Yep. You both.
Both of you, yeah, both of you hear what the this android said. It's clear that the android wants to get out of the room that she's in.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is Ariella been let out yet?
Yes.
She's been unshackled and she is free. You can move your
Cool.
token.
She's going to take the 6 seconds to grow her own legs, because she can do it too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to rush for the door.
Yep. The door.
Okay.
And
she's going to blast it open.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Basically, what Draylor sees is her legs grow out. She sprints towards the door, slides, and then you know the type of move where the palms are like, it's basically a Kamehameha.
Right. Kamehameha. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, pretty much.
What?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Yep. Hold on. To put that there for a second.
Essentially, a concentrated air blast.
Oh yeah. I know.
Yep.
Cool.
Select
I didn't know we
one.
could do that.
All right.
Yeah.
She can. She can because of her class.
The door falls off the hinges, and you see
What
Android.
class are you, by the way?
I
Yeah.
can roll.
Yeah. Yeah. The door falls off the hinges, and takes 5 points of damage, which is enough to kill the door.
Yes.
Oh, you're a geneticist. That's
hmm
cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a magus.
As charging,
She's a kineticist.
as charging through the halls, behind you hear a very soft pitter patter. What the? Who's destroying my ship? And I cannot do a brisk voice, so I'm just role playing it. I'm playing brisk right now. You, what are you doing here? Gentlemen, what are you doing on the fucking floor? What the? Why is that? As the blast goes past him, who the hell is destroying my ship?
Apologies, Captain.
And why is that thing not in shackles?
That thing is not in. The reason why that person is not in shackles is they do not deserve to be in shackles. And she purposely turns around, walks through the door, and walks to Ariella.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how? Okay.
You haven't
And
introduced
Ariel
yourselves
would
yet.
be flanked by Draylor a few steps behind.
Greetings.
I will.
Mm.
Hello.
Greetings. My name is Aurora. And she bows to both of you. She does a lot of bowing.
That's fair. You
Mhm.
get a rather like you also get like a what you can assume is like a proper bow.
Uh,
For them. Uh, and she says, "I am Marcion Ariella Pacifica. I was coming here to, well, meet you all, but that turned a little sideways when I guess your friends here thought I was a tuna."
oh. Miss Ariella, these are not my friends.
This
She nods.
this tiny little like raccoon like hooded like creature with a captain's hat comes up and says, "Pardon me, but he grabs your arm, Aurora. Can we talk in my office, please?"
No.
As you pull back.
Yep.
You're a Kate.
Give me the word and I will destroy the ship.
You will certainly not. The raccoon turns its head.
For the
Please.
record,
Mm.
Ariella just has her hand up to Draylor, like that won't be necessary.
Yeah, she looks at the two of you and then looks down at the raccoon. Please, I do not wish any more loss of life than there already has been. We must get out of here.
He shakes his head. You K1 and you K1 unit KI units. No wonder he decommissioned them. Kane's gonna have my head for this. And my lunch.
Kane may have more than just your head, Captain. If you do not come with us now.
Okay, You know what? Come into my office. You know what? Let's go into the mess. You two, he points to the two bumbling idiots on the floor. Get cleaned up, go back to your rooms, and leave me alone. The three of you, he points to the remaining three in the corridor, follow me.
Ariella will drop her elemental aura and follow. Yeah, I'm 2 elements away from being the freaking avatar, okay?
Hey, you're fine. I will say this: Ariella and Aelor, you'd have noticed that this particular droid, robot,
Automaton.
automaton, has defied all the people on the ship, but has been nice to the two of you.
Which
Which
has
is-
made Drillor curious about the android.
Yes,
But
thank you.
2 seconds from all out waging war
Well, I mean, that's fair.
on the humans.
Yeah.
For
'Cause as far as she's concerned, they have committed an act of war by
That is
taking an
also true.
Atlantean hostage.
That is also true. I won't deny that.
Yep.
yeah, for what it's worth, I don't know how perceptive Aurora is. But
I can tell you, she has a +6.
okay, then she will have noticed that in no way, shape, or form has Ariella ever like noticed or anything. She's treated you like a living being. She's never like she's not noticed.
Drillor has noticed, but just doesn't give a shit because at this point the robot has not insulted or
think we do
tried
believe-
to injure her.
I do believe we have a captain.
Yes.
Hello.
Captain.
Hello.
Oh,
You're
So,
okay. So just a slight recap, Brist. Welcome in. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience, please.
I'm
Just
Bristirian.
yourself.
I'm the
Hi.
captain.
Yep. All right. So I kind of had to take hold of your character for a moment, and you have brought.
Right.
So everything is gone. Tits up in a handbasket.
What? What happened? What did you do? No.
So you have 2 Atlanteans on board. The KI 7000 unit has defied your orders and basically basically told you that to free the Atlanteans, who are now there's 2 on deck, and you've just basically given up all hope, and basically invited them onto the ship to negotiate in your cabin, and that's where you are right now on screen.
So they're negotiating. Why is that bad again?
Because
You have an
you have
Atlantean royal guard ready to wage war.
well, you don't know that. He doesn't
Because
know
your
that.
crew took one of my people hostage.
Well, you're not in the room yet. Let's back up a little bit.
No, I'm just saying the
Yeah.
backstory.
Yeah.
But Bristirian,
What
you
the-
have orders from Kane to bring this creature in, find out and basically interrogate it to find out where is Atlantis, where is the pearl that Kane is seeking, and then take a dive team with these 2 individuals with you down to wherever Atlantis is hiding. That is your mission.
Okay. That
Yeah.
sounds maybe I shouldn't have done that.
No, that is your
I mean-
orders. Those are your orders from your corporate overlord.
And so now they're threatening to wage war because they want their friend back.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Yep. Pretty much.
yeah.
And this is your ship, and they've already threatened to blow up your ship, pretty much.
Only
Okay,
one
I'll go
person.
ahead.
Only one person has threatened to blow up the ship. The droid has said, "Let's not kill any more people than we absolutely have to." You know, kind of putting
Yeah.
a kibosh on the actual killing.
And the other woman has enough self-control as a noble to understand the significance of the
Landwalker's vessel.
the significance of the opportunity she's been presented.
Yes. So you're in your cabin looking over some schematics and stuff like that of like sonar readings and stuff like that over here on my screen. If you want to log into the Foundry first.
What's the link again?
Okay. I sent it to you before, but it should be in your DMs. Remember?
Should be in the DMs.
It's right there. Just scroll up a little bit in your DMs. ETTRT
Alright.
Yeah, click
yeah.
that, log in. Yep, there you go.
Alright, I hope I don't explode.
Me too. I hope you don't explode either.
Alright. So this little raccoon creature is still sitting in the room. You guys have been invited into the ship. Your two grunts, Presterian, have been told to fuck off and go back to their cabins, while you have a private meeting with these creatures in this android.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so if you could bring your characters into the cabin here. And yep.
Alright, I'm loading in.
Yeah, I see you're loading in. Cool. So yeah. And Daylor, if you want to move your token in to the room.
Hang on.
Good.
Wow. You cannot
Yeah,
move
just
this.
move it for me.
Move your token?
It's not
Okay.
working on my end.
You should be having control of your characters, but I'll move your characters around for you. So you're all in the room. Daylor taking up the rear. And Presterian, you're sitting there, well, standing there behind the table, looking at all these pictures, these sonar maps, and everything spread out all over the table for the entire
Do they
team.
know? Do they know that my target is on the ship? Have they seen the target?
It's right there in front of you. Your
So I have
mission
it
was.
in the room.
Sorry?
So I have it in the room with me.
Yeah, you have your target in the room. It's literally your yeah, the fish that you capture is standing there with two legs and a tail. Yeah, the one that's being pinged by Katie.
Ow.
I
Yeah.
Yeah. I may
Somebody
or may
gonna end
not
up with a
be
black eye on it.
What are you doing, Presterian? Go ahead.
I could just bluff and say that that's not actually the thing they want, right?
That's up to you. You're in control of your character. Do what you want.
I'm gonna bluff. Yeah. How do I bluff?
Just roleplay it.
You
Just speak.
yeah, just yeah,
See, this
talk.
isn't actually the thing that you want. It's a fake. It's like a replica.
No, no, Bristerian. Ariella is your target. She's the person you are. She is the person you are supposed to be. That's supposed to be in chains that you're transporting
But why are they not in chains?
because they broke out.
Daylor and this android broke them out against your
No,
orders.
the android had nothing to do with breaking them out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Draylor broke her out.
Yeah. Another
the
another
other-
creature.
Yeah, another merfolk.
Yeah. And they want to talk.
Oh yeah, let's talk.
So, you are the leader of this vessel.
Right.
Drillers under the orders of the Atlantean king to make sure the negotiations go off as they should.
Do you say that?
Right. Right. Sounds good. How many crew do I have on this ship, and how many are armed?
You have 64 crew with a military complement of like 20 of them are trained combatants, like military.
Okay. I'm sending for my 20 guards. I'm sending for 12 of them to be in the room and 8 to wait outside.
As you reach under the desk and you push a button that you know is concealed,
Yes.
there's a knock on the door, and there's actually a little radio, like a little walkie-talkie radio, like a small short-range radio, and it just crackles and says, "Captain, we're on our way."
Very good. All
and
right. Let's commence. I feel safer now.
yeah. However, here's the problem.
What?
You kidnapped Atlantean nobility. By all accounts, every life on this ship is forfeit. You
There are
are
20,000
aware.
sharks beneath the ship, waiting.
There are what now?
Barracks.
There are a rather large amount of sea life that take very kindly to the consumption of meat. That being said,
Roll me an intimidation check against Presterian.
Oh dear.
Okay.
You
I'll
just
do
threatened
that.
his ship and his crew.
I apologize profusely, Brysterian, but yeah.
This creature hasn't
I would be
introduced
more than happy
himself.
to roll.
Yeah.
Alright.
Take away a 4 for that.
Okay. So just 1.
So that'd be an 18 instead of 22. Because
18. Yeah.
the intimidation's plus 3, not plus 7.
Let me look at his wisdom. Or
Whose wisdom?
Presterian's wisdom saving. I will have to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, are they still in? Are they still here?
Yeah, they're still here.
Okay. So why aren't they rolling?
Okay. Well, it rolled, so. Presterian, do you know how to use the character?
Which
Presterian?
part of it? Which part of
So
it?
I rolled your wisdom saving throw. So you rolled an
Alright.
11. What is your spell DC, Jordan? Oh wait, no, it's contested. Sorry. So you would succeed
I'm
in.
intimidating.
Yeah, you intimidated the living daylights out of this poor little raccoon creature. This merfolk, Presterian, has basically threatened your ship to the point where you're like, oh shit, there are actually creatures beneath my ship that could rip the hull apart, sinking my entire ship and all my crew, and I have nothing that I can do to defend myself.
At the at a signal, ultrasonic signal, I instruct some of the sharks to fin breach the surface to add a little bit to the intimidation.
Yeah, we'll just add that as flavor.
Yeah, Ariella looks over because she heard that.
Mhm.
And says, because she is part shark herself, and she says, Draylor, I don't think that will be necessary. But I appreciate the initiative. Now, Captain.
Right. Yes.
You haven't introduced yourself to these creatures.
Oh yes, that's right. I am Captain Mysterian of what is my ship's name again?
The Poseidon.
I'm Captain Brysterian of the Poseidon. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I don't know how we got off on the wrong foot, but please allow me to reintroduce myself.
Uh, she nods. It's a pleasure to meet you again. Sorry for your land terms, she says, and she will again do the what can only be assumed as a noble bow and says, I am Baroness Ariella Pacifica. And where we got off on the wrong foot is I ended up in a cage in chains.
Right. This is highly unfortunate. Is it widely known that the Atlanteans are intelligent?
You've read. You have all the research right in front of you, papers and stuff like on the table. You've been reading through.
They're the first civilization. I would think they are intelligent.
Yes. So yes, that is a yes to your answer. These creatures are, at least from your documentation you're reading, these creatures predate humanity.
Right. So,
At least the information you've been given from Kane Industries, which is your employer.
and are they strong?
What do you mean? Who's strong? Kane?
Are the creatures strong? Like, are they combat capable?
Oh yes, definitely. They are
You just
overwhelmed.
watched one of them. You just watched one of them blow a metal door off its hinges.
On your ship, yeah, and the door's still lying in the hallway down here.
Ah.
Mhm.
Ariella was trying to save
And
Aurora.
another be crippled from a single punch.
Yeah.
Where are my Marines?
Your Marines are outside. I don't have tokens for them, but just imagine both doors here and here next to Daylor open, and the Marines walk in with
Right.
elephant tranquilizers again, but they're down. They're pointed down, like they're like a standby stance. And they walk in and say, "Captain, what are they doing in here?" Says the lead marshal. What?
I am negotiating with them. I just thought you could help facilitate the negotiations on more even ground.
Even grounds, that's a laugh. You brought an
There are-
entire army just to speak with the two of us. Well, three of us.
This
It is
is
simply a precaution.
The android speaks up.
a precaution. This is what's known as an unfair advantage. There are more of you than there are of us.
I
Well, to be
didn't.
fair, you.
I didn't say it was
What?
an unfair advantage. I just said it was.
Right. But you see, it is necessary. There are so many fish outside, I simply felt in danger. I'm sure you understand.
At that, one of the sharks will nudge the boat rather strongly.
How big is the boat again?
The
How
boat
big is
is it's 2 football fields.
That's not terrible. I can probably take a hit. We have cannon on board, right?
You have
Or like
cannons,
that.
and you have 2 cannons, both front and stern. So these things here, these are the cannons in the stern, and then up at the top there's a bow mounted cannon. They are anti-aircraft turrets. You also have a complement of Trish. What did we discuss in our call earlier about the armaments on the ship? The nuclear grade weapons.
We discussed that?
Yeah, we did.
I have nukes.
You have four transatlantic nuclear warheads on board. And you also have 4 biomatic depth charges, which are basically equivalent of nuclear warheads, but they only destroy biomatter, and they act
That
like
makes
dumb
things interesting.
torpedoes.
Oh yeah, that makes things more interesting. All
Yeah.
right.
But you've been ordered not
Oh,
to
no,
use them.
only-
You've been ordered not to use them unless authorized by Kane, and they're only
we
for last
limited
resort.
on the shark species.
How many
This
shark
being
species
one of
are
the
there?
deepest parts of the ocean.
All right, so
I
they're
would have
like
called
big.
a very
What?
special friend from the depths.
One person at a time. Mysterian, you were talking first since you're leading the conversation.
Are they like big? Like are they megalodons? What type of sharks are they?
Various.
Every shape and size you can think of.
And the one that nudged the ship is definitely a megalodon.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So you
Uh,
definitely
okay.
feel the nudge.
All right.
Actually, the use of that creature actually makes Ariella angry, and she turns and looks at Draylor with annoyance and anger in her voice,
I'd be like,
or
"Nice,
anger
my
in her eyes.
personal pet. Well, technically, partner.
What, for the record, what Draylar would know is that Mariella's family line descended from megalodons.
Yep.
She does not approve of any of that.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
So, Brasterian, your ship
I'm
Yeah.
also the same lineage, but different
ship-
family.
is equipped to take care of Atlantis, but you've been ordered not to use these armaments unless directed by your superior, Kane himself.
That makes sense.
And he has the launch
Alright.
codes. You do not.
That makes sense. But they're still there. I can still
There's-
negotiate with them.
Yes, you can still use them as bargaining chips.
Alright, that's good. Oh, where were we?
You also have two submarines. One is a nuclear submarine, which has the payload on board, and the other one is an exploration submarine that's deep sea. You also have 4 atlases that are undersea atlases that can be piloted by 4 of your guards, but they can only be in them for 5 minutes tops at deep sea levels below 500 kilometers.
That makes sense.
Hmm.
Alright. I think I'm gonna commit a war crime.
Oh, great. Do the bad thing, please.
Join the club.
Yes, yes.
Alright. So, if you would be so kind as to direct your attention outside, I do believe some of your friends have been rather aggressive and you should call them off. Otherwise, we may be forced to use some of the highly destructive weaponry on board this vessel, which could destroy Atlantis in a single hit.
Are you threatening Atlantis?
Roll an
I can
intimidation
bring-
check, Brasterian.
The full might of Atlantis against you and sink this vessel before
Where did
you
I-
even get a chance.
Draylar, that is enough.
Where did the dice go?
They're on the if you
Sure.
go to your sheet and go over to there should be a action or no skills. Proficiencies is what it's called. It's a little hand. It'll have where all your skills and stuff are.
My skills. Ah, alright.
And you click the little spinning dice that's next to the skill.
Intimidation. I just roll
Just click the button. There you go.
16, not bad.
22.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ariella basically is like no. Basically looks at Draylor and says, Draylor called him off.
The
Megalodons.
droid, yeah, the android also looks at Draylor. Please, we do not need any more loss of life.
I send a signal out to them to back off just a hair,
They're still
not
circling the ship.
trusting these humans.
So the Megalodon are circling the ship from a distance.
From a distance. Are they underwater? Can they be seen?
You can see some of the fins from some of them.
Alright, that's not so terrible. Now then that we are
The
not in any
ones that are visible are only the great whites and the hammerheads.
Fair enough.
Alright, that's not terrible. Alright.
The
I think
three
I have-
megalodons are further down.
That's not
Okay.
terrible.
Now,
I-
what I would like to know is why I was taken prisoner.
We decided that maybe some experimentations to get to know your people better would be beneficial to both of us.
I'm not a lab rat.
We didn't really know how to approach you.
Nor will I allow any Atlantean to become a lab rat.
Well, however,
I
were we
mean-
supposed to know this?
By speaking. Your land's language is, it's inconcise, but we do speak it.
We had no
So
idea. We could not have known. We barely even realized you were intelligent at this point. Not that that's a bad thing. We simply wanted to get to know you more and didn't want to risk messing things
Don't
up.
close that door!
Then why did you put this person into a cage and handcuff them?
We
It's
just wanted to
only-
be sure that the ship would be safe and not prone to exploding.
At this point, the droids kind of has the little symbol of a thinking. It's the juggling balls.
Yeah.
Makes
You see the balls.
But by doing that, you humans have unknowingly declared, pretty much, as far as we're concerned, declared war on Atlantis.
Oh
By
no, we
taking
would never.
captive one of our nobles.
We would never
And
mean
I
to
was
do that.
sent with full authority to do what I must to keep her safe.
I assure you, this was mere coincidence. We had no intention of hostility whatsoever.
she.
Roll
Sorry.
me a
Gerlor remains unconvinced.
roll me a bluff check.
Can I roll a? Oh, there's not a insight, is there?
It's perception.
No.
Wait,
Yeah.
should I roll the
That would
bluff?
be perception. Or deception?
Deception,
Well,
yeah.
deception is the bluff check. I want to roll a insight to see if this person is actually telling the truth.
Wait, should I roll the
I would go
bluff?
with perception.
Yes. Restarian, you rolled the deception. Kate,
Alright.
Trish, you're rolling the.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh.
You're even though you're a raccoon, you suck at lying.
Okay, so what am I rolling against that?
Perception.
Perception.
That could have gone a wee bit better.
Just
Little
a
bit.
wee bit. Hey, don't feel bad. I already rolled a 1 previously, so we're in good company.
It's not great, but it's okay. Yeah, you can definitely
Holy-
sense that the captain is flat out lying. He's not even trying to hide it.
Okay.
And you've just been
Okay.
brought on the ship by Kane to basically do research. Air quotes.
Right, you're
no.
helping out.
Now, what is the item that I should not have? Just DM
It's-
that to me because I can't
Oh,
remember.
okay. Yeah, I got it.
Thank you. I can't remember because
Sure.
my brain has been all over this week.
For what it's worth, Ariella will kind of step in between Draylor and Brusterian and say, "Now look, I was the one that is wronged. I am the one that will give the order when this ship is attacked, if it is attacked. Okay? We are here to negotiate. Your very overt threats are not helping our situation."
I concur. I feel very threatened. What if I'd accidentally opened fire?
Well, that would have been your mistake because I probably would have eaten you.
I do not
And
think he
she
makes.
will.
I do not.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Fenrir will comment that he would look very good on a barbecue.
That's not what the droid is going to say, but
Yeah.
the
No,
droid,
go ahead.
yeah, the droid kind of looks over at you. Wait a second,
Asterion.
Ariella,
Oh, pres-
and says, I don't think he would make even more than a snack.
That's
Yeah.
probably fair, but
Yeah.
that's neither here nor there.
Just thought I might just
You-
slide that one in. Yep.
No, you're fine. She says, "Well, now that you know that we can speak and that we are intelligent, how about we start with using our words in the getting to know each other before we resolve to slicing into another being?"
Oh yes, definitely. Most
What?
certainly.
Nothing. You're good. Go.
Sorry. Alright. One of the guards just looks at you. Sir, we're 1 hour from dive. He's looking at you,
Alright.
Brusterian. What are your orders, sir?
And when we dive, we'll be like, safe?
The
So when we dive,
the guard pinches his nose and says, I swear we have an idiot for a captain.
I would
Captain.
not call our captain an idiot. I think our captain is
amazing.
reasonably smart.
Right. Highly
Cap-
intelligent team.
Captain, they plan, says the guard, as he sets his rifle on top of the table here. Our plan, at least from what you've told me, is to send a small dive team down to this location. He points on the digital map on the table, brushing a couple important papers aside. Where we last found this, is he slides a photograph, a sonar scan, that if anyone wants to move closer towards the table and take a look, they may.
Yeah, the droid does. Aurora does.
Ariella
Ah!
does too.
Someone left.
Oh no.
Ariella, you definitely see what looks like a sonar ping at the very edge of Atlantis, on the far corner of this picture, near the Marianas Trench.
Oh dear. As a certain person might say. Blink, blink, blink.
We're
I
supposed
should,
to go dive to this site and find information.
I
And
should
the
probably-
artifact, sir, as he taps and slides a piece of paper underneath your nose, Brusterian. It is a picture, a very crudely drawn ancient sketch of what looks like a clamshell with a pearl in it. It has some
Oh, yeah.
details of like tech notes and stuff like that. He taps it.
Ariella sees all of this and just looks at the men very pointedly and say, If you go to that location, you will find nothing but death. I can assure you of that.
That is why, the guard says, looking at the captain, you're going to take us in.
The hell I am.
You have no choice. You're here now.
Ooh.
We're going with you whether you like it or not. Men, prep the dive suits. Get 3 extra suits for these 3.
Oh. And just a friendly reminder that if we fail, we may have to destroy the city, so it is within your best interest to come with us. You see, not all is bad.
See, here's the thing. I don't go with you, and I go the opposite direction, and
Damn
you
right
last
you
30
will.
seconds.
As the
You
guard
last
makes a
30
motion,
seconds.
guard makes a motion and points the muzzle of the gun at your abdomen. He just turns
At that point,
turns the rifle
at that
at
point,
you.
at that point, the android gets in between the guard and her.
For the record, you could pull that trigger. I'm not going to betray my home for my own life. Kind of noble would I
Pull the
be if I did.
trigger, and the entirety of the Atlantean army will be upon you in seconds.
The guard says, well then, bring them. I'm just a hired mercenary. I can do this all day.
We can obtain
I can handle you myself.
Unless the captain has other plans. He looks over the captain.
Oh, yeah. We can simply have you loaded onto the ship as prisoners, and if you do not assist, we will have you dealt with. It seems that this is the best way so that you may actually be a part of something great. Besides,
If it's
who knows,
helping
you may like it.
landwalkers, if it's helping landwalkers at this point, I don't see it being all that great.
I have a sword, right?
You have no
You-
clue what
you
we
do
are
have
even
you have a
remotely
s-
capable of.
You have a sword, yes. You also have a small pistol. But that's in your quarters.
But you are nowhere near.
Yeah, your quarters are elsewhere on the ship.
I raise my sword.
You
and
are
when-
in our territory. You have no clue what we are capable of.
We
I have
have
no
our
clue what-
research.
I have no clue what you are capable of, but I know what I am capable of, and I'm also aware that I can fully and completely wipe out the city of Atlantis. Why do you hate helping us out so much?
Because you're
It'll
invaders.
annihilate this ship within
Hang on,
seconds. if you even
one.
try
yeah.
to.
Okay, one
Dre-
person at a time, please.
Draylar, please. She looks at Bristarian.
The guard says,
Because
can we please
you
get
are
the...
invaders.
We are no invaders. We are simply attempting to explore. If you have an issue with it, then you should help us out so that we may leave as quickly as possible.
Except the thing you are exploring is already claimed. Thus, no need to explore it.
Perhaps you should provide us with the information you have.
Okay.
Perhaps I owe nothing to the Landwalkers.
Hmm.
Well, if that is the case, then I see no reason that you should remain free. Guards, take them to the brig.
Okay, my character will do something.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Intervene.
Commander, initiate
Hang on.
retrieval at once.
Please stop
Hang on.
real quick.
One person at a time. Aura, take your action, please.
She's going to cast. First of all, she's going to push the gently push the 2 Atlanteans like a little bit further behind her.
Well, this one's at the door, so you can't push it.
Okay, that's fair. She is going to cast sleep on everybody in the room except for her and the 2 Atlanteans that are standing behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what just happened?
You're being put to sleep if she rolls
Good night,
successfully.
night.
Yeah, you're going night.
Okay.
The defense is a will save.
Everyone in the room who is not or Ariella or Draylor needs to roll a wisdom saving throw. Or will saving throw.
Yeah, I will save them.
So on the front of your sheet, there should be a button that says saving throws. Like the thing that says will. I have to roll for the guards.
Yes, you do.
And I don't have a token for the guards, so it's just going to roll based on your stats, unfortunately.
Alright.
No, I can do a private GM roll.
I rolled a 16, not terrible.
Nice. 22.
Also,
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes. I have to go and grab a snack real
Okay.
quick.
That you're fine.
Thank you.
I love it. I so love it.
All the guards go nighty-night.
All the guards go 99. Okay, the only person who's awake is the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the creature. Each creature in the area becomes drowsy and might fall asleep. A creature that falls unconscious from the spell does not fall prone.
Okay.
So they're
Or
sleeping
release-
standing up.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're sleeping standing up. The spell doesn't prevent creatures from waking up due to a successful perception check.
Yeah.
So they failed. He succeeded. They fall unconscious
Mhm.
for about a minute. He succeeds, but they do take a -1 status penalty to perception checks for a round.
Yep. Mhm.
My character goes, that would have gotten nasty. And she turns around and looks at the two of you. I think we take the captain with us. Therefore, keeping your home safe from the walkers, as you so elegantly put us.
I
Fine.
did come prepared with a vessel of sorts.
Fine. You two get him into a suit. Blindfold him, or blindfold him before you get him in the suit. Get one on yourself, and we'll leave this place. Draylor, you will take them, and they will be alive when we get to our destination. Am I clear?
Of course. Yes, Majesty.
She nods. Right. Well, let's get off
Into
this.
my headset, I'll have the commander that's under my authority bring the sub to the surface.
Okay. Now
A
we're gonna have to ask Mysterian if he wants to come with us.
no,
I'm
we're
not
kidnapping
forcing
him.
it. Oh, we're
He has no
kidnapping him?
choice.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because that way, even if he is against us, he's with the party and with the group.
Okay, that's fair. But let's ask the player when they get back first, because I don't like doing that without player input. if that
No, we
makes
will
sense.
show him the exact kindness that his crew showed one of our
I know-
nobility.
I know that. I'm saying let's ask the player.
Yeah, we're doing
the
this as
character.
players, not characters. Yeah.
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 Let's ask the player if that's all right with them, not the characters.
Also, Aurora, you're gonna have to be put in a special suit because.
She knows that.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
We have no idea what the water pressures will do to her exoskeleton.
Mhm.
Yes, I.
Yeah.
She acknowledges that. It's just sort of. Oh boy.
And for the record, Ariella's just going to dive off the side of the ship as
Yeah.
her tail reforms.
Ah, okay.
And also,
Yeah.
as we wait, I dismiss the vast majority of the sharks to go do it as they will.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh.
What?
Oh. That's cool.
What?
Cool. Hold on. Transition to night. There we go. As we okay. One of you has one of these. Which is that. There we go. Alright. As you guys are preparing to go into the sub, you make
Right.
your way into the sub. You go down, 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 down. And
Okay,
you
I'm back
finally
now.
you finally reach a cavern. Rysterian, you wake up in lying on a metal floor. You hear the sounds
well,
of like
wait.
sonar pings and
Hold on. We were going to ask, hey, we're all leaving the ship. You want to be a part of, quote unquote, part of the group, even if you're against us. And basically, we're kidnapping him and taking him with us.
What
Yep.
about
What
my
did the-
Marines? I
They're
survived.
asleep.
they're asleep
Ev-
up on the ship.
Yeah,
What
they're
about the
all
ones
on ship.
outside the room?
Huh?
All of them
What
are
about
asleep.
the 8 Marines outside? Oh god, no. I'm
Yep.
alone.
They were all,
No.
yeah, pretty much. So it's basically like, come with us or, we kill you.
Yeah, I'll come.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. So
But we
you go-
wanted to ask you as a player before
Yeah.
we did this because you weren't when we were making that decision.
And we will extend each and every one of the courtesies that your crew extended our nobility.
Hang on.
I'm in danger by like a lot. That's not good.
yeah.
That's true.
All right.
I did
So
a lot of activities.
go ahead.
And I fed you good food. I allowed you to roam the ship free. I didn't kill you. That's a lot.
Yeah.
For the record, they are under specific orders not to harm either one of you. So
Exactly.
you are safe. They are just being a
Fair.
a threatening, edgy person.
Yes. Now I'm gonna ask a question. Are you guys going in the sub that's on Brasterian ship, the exploration ship, that sub that you want to bring for the dive? Because that has the four mech atlases on it.
Yeah.
Or you're just
Hmm.
going in someone else.
Taking an Atlantean.
Keep in mind the Atlantean sub can only get you so far up to this trench. You can't take it straight to Atlantis, unfortunately.
All right.
So you're gonna have to park it outside and traverse through the ancient catacombs.
That's fine. That's fine. Actually, Ariella can protect the other two. She's a kineticist of water and air. She
Fair.
can ease the pressure in water.
Fair enough. So as you dive in this sub, Brasterian, you wake up, you're in the sub. And it's dark. But you hear the sound of like sonar and like various machines and the hum of the engines. It's odd because like it doesn't sound like your sub. You're probably not in your sub. But you can't see around you. You're blindfolded. You seem to be
We
lying
didn't
on your
want you
back.
to know the path. Yeah.
Am I
We didn't want
handcuffed?
you to know. No.
No.
But you are probably well aware that, you're on a ship full of very dangerous people.
I
Yeah.
remove the blindfolds. I just like raise them up onto my forehead so it still looks like I'm somewhat blindfolded.
Yeah. And you see the inside of a very alien looking coral like interior of a ship.
I could start pressing buttons.
You're lying in the back. It's a 3-part like shuttlecraft style thing. So like you're in the cargo bay. Aurora is sitting on a bench next to you, kind of like the jump seats. Then there's a small area inside for like living quarters, and then there's the cockpit. That's all you have. And Brasterian, you're lying on your back on the cargo deck, or a small underwater craft would be probably parked, but it's not here. Aurora's with you. Up front are Ariella and Daylor at the controls, but you don't know they're up there. And you hear the hum of the engines next to you.
There are engines in front of us.
No, next to you. Engines.
Next.
Next. Yeah, from the ship you're in, the submarine. And it's weird. You're able to breathe. It's like there's oxygen in here. It's not confining. You don't feel dizzy. You have a slight headache because someone conked you. Something happened that made you slightly dizzy. But
Do I still
other
have
than
my
that,
radio button?
your weapons have been removed.
Yeah. We're not that generous.
All right, I guess I'll search for those first. Do I see them anywhere immediately?
You get up and you see Aurora just sitting there next to you.
The
Okay.
weapons were left on your ship. When we left.
They're locked away in a lockbox.
Yeah.
She's not a thief.
No.
She'll leave them locked away. She and Draylor and her have the ability to get them, but no, neither one of them are armed. We are not fascist. We were not going to take everything away from them.
Yeah.
We are supposed to be the enlightened ones.
Yes. All right. Now, as the submersible reaches the inky black surface of the Marianas Trench, you see it up ahead. The Cave of Origins. The Grotto. It's what your people call it, Katie.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
In order to get from here to Atlantis, you're going to have to go through the Grotto of Truth. And take your friends with them. So that means EVA suits, dive suits, get out of the ship and walk the rest of the way.
All right.
As
And
you
there are
settle
four
down
suits?
onto the inky surface, there are enough suits to go around. Yes, the other people on the ship took the suits from your ship and basically brought them on here because they knew you needed more.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, because the two of them don't actually need suits, but you two have suits, and Ariella will come through the door.
As you
and
hear the engines
say-
go, this is a dull thud of you hitting the surface of the ocean floor.
Yep.
We kind of landed.
Yep. She looks and says, "Right. Well, you're walking from here. Well, like I said, you're walking. I'm not, but anyway. But you might want to get your suits on before we flood this compartment.
So they can swim?
They're Atlanteans.
Yeah.
They're shark people. Yes.
We can shapeshift into our merfolk selves.
And Posterior, you've never seen this before. You've only seen pictures of what they look like. You've never seen the transformation take place in front of you.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, because you've just been given data from Kane. So yeah.
Are the mech suits armed with any concealed weapon?
Nope. They are modular. So think of like the Atlas Ikeda in Star Citizen, but the arm pieces are detachable and you can put different modules on, but you just got the stock build and you didn't have the modules put on before you dived. So they're still up on your ship. So these are just unequipped with just searchlights.
It's not too terrible. Searchlights might work.
Yep. So what are you doing?
Yep. Come on, get them on. Not all of us are as violent as Draylor is.
Yeah.
I guess I'll put on the suit. That doesn't
I
sound
think.
like
I think they ran into a coral reef when they were a child.
Who, me?
She'll shoot.
No,
She'll
Draylor.
shoot Ariel a dirty look.
What? You are by far the most violent merfolk I have ever met.
And that's precisely why I am captain of the Royal Guards. I
Please,
didn't get there by being nice.
please, you two, let us not fight.
As the hatch closes behind you. Initiating.
And overhead, it's slowly swimming one of the sharks from earlier.
Through the dome like hatch that's like glass, like some kind of strength and plexiglass as you see it above, and then the water starts rising up through the grating to meet your feet. Initiating purge.
Yeah, the moment Ariella can float, her legs will shift back and she'll,
Mhm.
take a quick second to flap her tail around and then spin to look at everyone. Right. Stay close to me and you won't end up one of these rocks out here. She
Do the
nods.
rocks look like people? Are they turned to stone?
No, if you leave my area of protection, the pressure will probably crush you to the size of a pebble.
That
Pressure.
would not be good.
No, it would not.
Biometric pressure chamber completed. Stand by
And
to open hatch. You hear like a bubbling like from like above, and the hatch, and you hear the, you can feel the pressure immediately drop in the
then
in
yeah,
the sub.
the moment it starts getting to dangerous levels, Ariella will make hand motions with her hands,
Like
and
diver
the pressure
motions. Yeah.
will. No, she's like she's doing Tai Chi, actually.
Ah.
And the pressure will lighten up considerably in an area around 10 feet around her.
Who has the dive light with them?
I mean, Draylor and Mariella can see just fine, so it'd have to be either
Yeah.
Brysterian and Aurora.
Brysterian or Aurora, you're equipped with the dive light, so I will allow you to
Yes.
turn yours on. If you want to turn it on.
She reaches up. Click.
There you guys go.
Once the hatch opens, I'll swim out and dismiss most of the shark guard, leaving one solitary shark in the area.
Yeah, somewhere. Feel free to move your tokens around through here, and I will move the light for you. As you see crates from ancients past in this chamber.
What's in
It looks-
here? Can I inspect the crates?
You can, yeah.
They
I
probably
inspect the
look
crates.
Greek in origin.
They're Greek, yeah.
Right. Do I see any valuables inside?
Rusted goblets, some small pieces of jewelry, nothing of particular value, maybe eccentric value at the time they were existing. There's some gold pieces, maybe some small pieces of silver, but they're super tarnished.
These are the remnants of what our life was when we were landwalkers.
Ah. Right. So I shouldn't take these.
We would
Fair warning, if
appreciate it.
you did and were able to bring them to the surface, we cannot guarantee they will retain their shape.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Due to the pressure down here, we don't know if they would just crumble if brought to the surface.
Makes sense.
I can no longer select my token because Aurora is sitting on top of me.
Or
The token. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
okay. Yep. All right.
There.
Alrighty.
So
Aurora is taking in like all the scenery, going, fascinating.
Yes. Some of this is, I don't know, about 10,000 years old, give or take.
It would take a millennia or two.
She continues to look around.
I'll continue to look through here,
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll continue on through the cave.
Okay. As you continue on,
Are you
There
gonna
will
move the?
be close behind, keeping an eye on.
Dalar, you're here.
things.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. Which way are you taking? There's two paths ahead, left or right.
Can you move the light up so we can see just
Oh,
the
yeah.
path?
Hold on. I forgot you guys don't have night vision. This path
No,
or this
low
path?
light vision.
Oh,
Still start this way.
yeah, you start this way. Okay. Hold on. Move. Nope. Stop. Okay. If you're moving forward, up, you can keep moving. I don't want to stop.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to keep it to where everybody stays in that aura.
Yeah. Aurora, your
Yes, dear.
sensors detect something over here.
Is it big? Is it small?
You feel a slight change in water pressure. Something is moving.
Okay, my character immediately freezes.
Ariella, you sense it too. You
Mhm.
actually can see just the slight tail end of what looks like a sucker on a long, slender part of a body.
Yeah, she just sighs and says, "Of course they're awake." Well,
Okay.
I would suggest moving very carefully, and if anything goes wrong, I would suggest standing behind me. It's a kraken. That's what you're sensing.
A
Ah,
kraken.
She
One of
nods.
the ancient guardians of Atlantis. Mysterian, I see you
Normally,
moving back. Like, fuck this noise.
normally they are pleasant, but we'll see what mood we find them in. She swims a little more, like
Alright,
Yeah.
once you cross, hold on. Once you cross this area, this line here that I'm drawing, box, triangle, that is where it's
One of the
not
few
a safe
things
zone.
that even my loyal Megalodon will not mess with.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cross that line.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. Nah.
Alright,
Ariella
Kate,
will.
Ariella, you sense in your mind an echo. Like a voice speaking to you in your mind, and I'm gonna DM you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Okay. Uh,
I know not. Bloody, 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 blood.
There you go.
okay. Where are you, Marielle? Are you up here?
Yeah, a little further up, yeah.
Okay.
I DM'd
Could you
you in
please-
Discord.
Uh-huh. She responds, the strange being, and she'll say this out loud. She says, the strange being is a friend, she says, the metal one. The other one is my prisoner. No, you cannot eat them.
Yes.
Then
I
it says in kind of like a tonal kind of sonic voice that's like modulated back and forth through the waves, and everyone can hear this now in
Right.
their heads, which is creepy as fuck.
except for the automaton, which
Yeah, the automaton's used to this, but for Brasterian, you have a voice talking in your head like a subconscious thought that
well, okay,
doesn't want to
fair.
go away, and it's a deep kind of guttural kind of like ancient deep voice, and it says, I see your thoughts. I see your fears.
Oh.
And it makes me smile.
I'm gonna try and
Oh.
remove this thing from my head.
Mysterion, please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh dear.
Good luck with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Constitution.
DC
We
20.
did something very
Where's
ancient.
Constitution?
Do we have Constitution? That's a good question. I do not.
I have fortitude, reflex, and
Fortitude. That's what it is.
Fortitude.
Fortitude.
It's
Thank you.
fortitude. Yeah, it's fortitude.
Yeah, I keep forgetting it's not Constitution. It's Fortitude. Mysterion, you are something is eating away at your and feeding off of your fears, and you're just sinking deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into your fears.
How did I get a 2 if I actually have a +8? It doesn't make sense.
Wait. Let me see.
He rolled a
Oh.
2, but he had a +8
Okay.
modifier.
Well, I mean, that's a 10 altogether, so, I mean, you didn't do all
Yeah.
that badly.
Yes, but you're sinking into. You had to be a DC 20, unfortunately.
Ah, okay.
This
Yeah,
It's
thing,
a god creature.
it's a god
Yeah.
creature, and this thing is feeding off of your fears, Brasterian, and it loves every second of taste of your fears.
So,
Okay.
what does it say to me?
It says to you, I cannot sense your presence. It's like you have no mind, no fears, no objective, no goal. What are you?
I am a. Hang on.
Keep in mind, you're talking to an ancient creature. It might not know what you are.
I am a non. How do I explain this to an ancient creature?
I am a
It'd be a non-carbon based life
Okay.
form.
I am a non-carbon based platform.
Platform. But yet you have 2 feet. Why? This is odd.
I was patterned after the surface dwellers.
Then you are a threat.
I am not a
No.
threat.
Alright. Ariel, I'm going to message you something.
Uh-huh.
I will approach the deity and
Hold on.
will
Hold.
vouch.
Hold.
Hang on. Yeah, just 1 minute. I was gonna say just 1 minute. You wait. Look as good as you will when 900 years old you are. In case you hadn't noticed, Mysterian,
Okay.
I happen to like Star Wars.
Hmm.
Among
That
other
is
things.
cool.
Yeah.
Among other things.
Right.
As a tentacle lashes out towards the 3 of you, I need you to roll
Yeah.
me a reflex saving throw.
All of us?
Okay.
Everyone.
Uh,
And Daylor, you're just sitting back there, just chilling. Come up here. Oh, Daylor's no longer here. He's still AFK.
No, I'm here.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
still on the Poseidon's.
Oh
Interesting.
my gosh.
Like-
Okay.
I don't know what map am I supposed to be on. I don't know how to.
You're on Deep Sea.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Ellie!
So give me a second. I need to roll some juicy damage.
You
Which I can do
probably
like this. Where is it? Damage to the
Actually,
party. Minus.
Okay.
Yeah, the only map I see is the Poseidon ship.
Okay, hold on. I have to roll privately for the damage for this because this thing is disgusting. Privately GM.
You have expert in it, and I only am trained. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
There you go. As this tentacle lashes out and slaps you across the rocks. Everyone takes 20 damage.
Oof.
Ha! Owie.
Hello?
20, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ha!
How much
Ow.
does I gotta ask? How much does Brasterian weigh? Do we know?
Brasterian weighs 29 pounds because he's a raccoon creature.
I can probably dodge this, right?
He.
No,
No.
you.
No.
I mean, yeah, you.
I mean, you could, but yeah.
Oh
So
Yeah, I'm
here's
down
the
to 25 HP.
thing.
Mhm.
Ariella shouts to Draylor, "Grab Aurora. We're leaving," and she's going to swim over, pick up Brasterian, and basically sprint as fast as her tail can take her towards Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
Because we're not fighting this thing
no.
and living.
yeah. Not after that hit. No.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since my my Mezzodon partner is very fearful of this thing.
Yeah. So you guys
Yeah.
are fleeing battle. It's gonna get an opportunity. One
I'll
last
swim up
opportunity
behind
attack.
Aurora and crouch her under the arms to lift her
All right.
and swim the hell out of dodge.
I get to do an opportunity attack because you're leaving combat. And I read about this thing.
Ah.
So I get to roll
Yeah.
again.
Those are annoying.
Well, first I have to see if I hit your ACs. Because, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright, what is anyone's AC 14?
Nope.
No.
I have
Alright,
a 6.
a 6.
Huh?
Brasterian. You are snatched.
Wait, how am I down to 15 HP?
Yeah, Brasterian, you are
No.
snatched.
AC means acrobatics, right?
No, your AC is your armor class. It's on the big red
Yeah.
Oh, I have 17.
banner. Yeah,
Oh,
17.
17. Oh, okay. So then you are not snatched. Thank you. So everyone managed to somehow get out of dodge as these tentacles lash out at like underwater, trying to regroup at you. And I'm gonna grab the party, and we're gonna move over to here.
I'm sorry, what
Yeah.
did they just do to me?
Nothing, because you managed to get out of dodge.
Yeah, basically, Ariella swam over, picked you up by your arms,
Oh,
and
I'm sorry. I'm
bolted.
sorry. I'm sorry. You are actually over here. My bad.
And Draylord did the same for Aurora.
Yeah, you guys are actually over here in this tiny little room they managed to swim out from. But you guys need to get over to where the light, where Aurora dropped her light over on here.
Oh, I was just trying to grab me. Can I use a cantrip on it?
You can, yeah, you can fight back on these things.
I'm gonna use phase bolt.
What?
So it's part of my cantrips called phase bolt.
Baseball. Oh yeah, go ahead, roll it. Activate the cantrip. 12 does not hit the creature's AC. So yeah. But you're gonna have to get past the creature to get over to where the light is over here. Or I'm pinging. So you flee the battle into a catacomb over here. You're safe for now, but you're gonna have to get back in and get to the other side.
Yep.
Yep. Ariella looks at the team, who, two of them are still being, the two walking people are still being carried. She'll look and say, right, well, we have to be on the other side, so, and we're not taking that thing. I mean, it's been there forever. And one of us happens to be rather afraid. She looks down at the raccoon in her arms.
I'm not afraid. I'm just a survivalist. I don't like dying.
Yes, well, that is what is causing our friend out there to go berserk. It's out of character. I think it's kind of like a dog. They just sense fear. If you're afraid of it, they know, and they, yeah.
And it feeds off of that energy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through first, since Aurora apparently can't feel fear, or can't register as true fear. Draylor, you go after me, and, well, let's hope neither one of us gets stopped.
Alright, here we go.
Hey.
And yeah, she'll take the raccoon and bolt.
What is your movement distance?
Let's see. I don't know what her movement.
It's at the top.
Oh, her swim speed is 25 feet.
You can get right into it. Right here.
Not if she uses both of her action and her move. She can get all the way to the outside.
45. Yeah, you can get to the other side.
50.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so you can get to the mouth of the cave. Got it. Right where the lights dropped. Got it.
Yep, and yeah, she'll
Even
take.
But since you're
with
crossing
mine-
paths between a target, it can take an opportunity attack. Because you're moving through its combat range.
Okay. For what it's worth,
But roll
think
at
in this
disadvantage. Disadvantage. Because you're moving that fast.
Yeah. Also, here's the thing. The way that we're swimming to the other side, if the thing goes to reach, only Ariella or Draylor should be making the saves, because they're the ones controlling the movement.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and move your tokens to the position, and I'll let you know what happens after I make my roll. So,
Oh.
Yeah, I can't swim as fast because I have the more heavy companion.
That's true.
I mean, even if it's the android is built lightweight, it's still a couple 100 pounds.
Break down. You guys somehow managed to make it as a tentacle flies past Draylor, inches from his face.
Oh,
Draylor, you're gonna be moved. Oh, I want to move the token, not move the token.
Yeah, she'll keep going a little bit further so they have a place to sit.
Draylor, you're there. Okay, I can move you there and then there. Good.
And then Aurora is over here with us.
Aurora. Oh, you brought Aurora with you?
Well, yeah, Draylor is carrying
Okay, where is Aurora?
Aurora.
Oh, there's Aurora. Yoink. Move Aurora right. Kind of.
I would move her, but I can't.
I'm moving in. As the tentacles are thrashing at the entrance to the thing, it can still smell you, but you're safe. Drawings. Clear all drawings, yes. Okay. So now you have to move this tiny little hole.
Yeah, she'll let Briss down so he can walk from here, but she'll continue leading the way.
And there's no water in here. It's like up to your ankles.
Oh,
Okay, so
okay,
I
then
can
she'll
refill my
use her legs.
So now I can refill my oxygen, right?
So to speak, yeah.
Yep. But you're still injured. And Aurora, want to move around, you can. Right there. Everyone should just try to keep up, because
Yeah.
Drailer will just press out that thing like that blasted Kraken.
Well, it's hungry, and we have since gotten used to it. And we've brought two new people that's never seen it. It was hungry.
as up ahead, you hear you hear the sounds of bubbles, and you know you're close.
I guess raccoons this deep in the ocean are a very rare delicacy, apparently.
You say that as a character?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Katie, you may move forward. And I'm gonna put Brysterian kind of over here. Aurora, you're gonna follow right here. Grab the light. As Aurora, your light starts to flicker and go out. You get a reading. Warning, battery failed. Your batteries are, because remember you're on a battery. Your generator hasn't been charged in a couple hours. And now the time is like 7 in the morning. Let me just change the time zone to.
Is everything all right? Ariella turns back towards Aurora.
Or are you there? Trish?
Trisha.
She went AFK. Trish? Hello?
Oh, maybe I can't see her, so I don't know.
She's still here. She's just AFK.
What would we have? Would we have anything in inventory that we could use to light the way?
You have a flare. Or a sea flare.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Well, that would work for a little bit, but not long. As being capable of seeing in low light situations, I don't need anything. Like a torch. Yep, but going forward, that might not be a bad idea to have in store in my item storage.
So it's dark.
Okay. I mean, to most of us, that isn't a problem. However,
Yeah.
Yeah, Ariella, because being a kineticist of air also includes lightning.
Mhm.
She's gonna walk over and place her hand on, I guess, the light,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll charge it herself.
All right. As you charge it, you seem to overcharge her.
Yeah,
Where's
probably.
it? Manage light. Place the light marker here. That's how much light I'm giving you.
Okay, that works. Come along, we're almost there.
And up ahead, you hear a voice. Is that the who goes there? And the sound comes from over here.
Marcion Ariella Pacifica
Is that
and Knight Draelar and a few guests.
as swimming over? Wait there.
I'll move back.
Yeah, you're good. Swimming up to you, and right on the edge of this pillar. Hold on, where is it? Where? How do I do? So I'm trying to put this on different layer, on GM layer appearance, vision. How do I put this on the non-GM layer? Can you help me, Katie? Move to surface, elevation, bring to front, front. Can you see this or no? Oh, toggle visibility state. I think you can see her. Yeah. Track token. There we go. Behind the pillar, you can see a small tail.
Yeah,
Female.
that brings a smile to Ariella's face a little.
Yeah.
She just says, "You know you're not supposed to be this far outside the city without a guard."
But you
She'll
were.
swim up to
It's
her.
been more than 6 hours, and she comes around, and you can see a very fine royal female, Atlantean, hiding behind a pillar, and Ariella goes up to her and is talking to her in a different language that you don't understand. It's like echoing, kind of like sonar, like clicks and stuff like that.
You've lost the sleeps, the creeps, and the gleeps.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
the sweeps, the creeps, and the bleeps. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And Lyra, who you know this is, Ariella, says,
Uh-huh.
"The guard are assembling at the High Council. There seems to be a landwalker vessel above Atlantis, and they've sent dive teams to the far northern portion of the city. The High Council is convening now. We need you. You said you brought guests? Who are these guests?
Yes.
Are they Atlantean?"
No, they're not. They're, well, one
She swims around
is
and the pillar, and she says, "Oh dear, Ariella,
one
You know that the council is not going to agree to this. If you bring them into the city,
Let me explain before you start on your tirade, my friend. Look, one is an automaton, she says, pointing to Aurora. The other is the captain of the ship that I was imprisoned on.
you
He's
were
my
captured?
prisoner. She nods.
Ever so briefly. Says the
She
other.
also nods.
And to Lara, I will simply bow and simply say, "You shall have it all in my report as soon as possible."
As Daylor swims up behind the group.
Aurora will turn and look at it'll be really hard to
Ariella.
Ariella.
Mm-hmm.
This Ariella. Who is this small individual?
Oh, right. Aurora, Captain Bristerian. This is Lyra, Princess of Atlantis.
She swims up to you, circles around you.
Hello, I am pleased to make your acquaintance. We have been captured. Please free us.
She looks down and bends down to the tiny little creature in front of her.
I'm not that small.
Well, you're a small-ish tall. You're a taller raccoon than normal raccoon, but
Yeah.
you're also well built for a raccoon.
Yeah.
She
Yeah. Go ahead.
she leans down and she says, "Wow, isn't he cute?" As she squeezes your cheeks and like rubs your whiskers.
I draw my sword on the vile-wrapped scallion that is currently assaulting me.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Bristerian. Noticing probably Draylor starting to like tense. She is.
How
She has
old?
never seen one of your kind before.
The automaton looks at Lyra.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how old are you?
Older than you'd think. She says,
Oh.
swimming up to the automaton.
Wait, I don't know, dude. Go. And to Lara, Atlantean, I will simply say, the little mammalian might be good on the grill.
Now come on, Daylor. She says, it's not a way to speak to a guest, even if he's adorably cute and plushy.
I demand to speak to a judge. I have been illegally and violently taken prisoner. This is completely unacceptable.
After you violently and took me prisoner.
I have done no such thing and you have no proof. I demand to speak to a judge immediately.
Your crew took one of my people hostage.
Lyra holds up a hand.
Responsible for them.
Remember, she's royalty. You listen to her, Daylor. She holds up a hand and says, enough. Let us go to the palace. I will escort you. But, unfortunately, the council will consider you a threat to Atlantis. There's no way around that. She looks at you, or Ariel. Says, I will speak to the council on their behalf. You will go in first, and let them know that I'm coming and that you're safe. If anything
They're
comes,
gonna love that.
you know the ancient ways.
No.
And also, I shouldn't be
The
out there.
robot is held accountable to the 3 laws
She sighs.
set forth by even our people.
You will not touch the automaton, Daylor. By royal decree,
I have
it is
no
under
reason
my
to.
it's under my protection. And if I so see a single scratch on its frame, I'll personally feed you to the Megalodon. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal, but like I said, I have no reason to harm it, and it's done us no wrong.
Excellent. Then we
The
should get underway
raccoon,
before the council
however,
convenes.
is not so lucky.
We should get underway before the council convenes. Follow me. She swims this direction. And I am going to reveal the full map. War.
Yeah, all I see is the Poseidon ship.
Uh,
You have to drag. You have to actually put him on the thing.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we only have the one.
Oh, I don't have you as configure. Hold on. How do I allow all players to see this?
No, you just take and
Oh,
basically
all players. There we go. All players.
activate for all players.
Yep. Yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep.
Preload scene. Okay, preload scene, and then it says active for all players. Do you now see deep sea outskirts?
No, I think he's still on the Poseidon map because I can see the green.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, how do I move? See, I'm new to this, everyone, so bear with us for a second. So this, I right click on it like I did before, configure. And I get ambience, pathfinding, GM only, show to all.
You should just be able to.
Click him and drag him. No, that rearranges
There you
them.
go. Oh, it did, didn't it? Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still seeing the Poseidon.
Navigation tools. Hold on. Click. Double click. Scenes. Hold on. I might have to go to scene manager. Scene manager. Ocean.
Yeah, hold on. Now the deep sea became available.
Yeah, now
Oh, there
click
you
there.
go.
Yeah, there you go. So I had these all hidden. I have to toggle them to be full to everyone. That's right. I had them in hidden mode. All right. And lighting. You're all lighting. Yes. And remove fog of war settings. Yes. And we're gonna make it daylight. So it's a little brighter on the map now. Can you guys still see or no?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, and we're making our way to Atlantis.
Am I still
Hurrah.
carrying Aurora or no?
Still
No, they can walk at this point. It
Yeah.
was just for the fast speed through the Kraken.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I don't actually have the map for this, so just theater of the mind it. But as you have, as you guys are walking towards the surface, we have a quick cliffhanger sequence. After surviving the numerous traps, trenches, and ungodly creatures of the deep, the trench opens suddenly into an area of colossal undersea chasm, lit by pulsing ancient energy veins. Atlantis lies sprawling across the ocean floor like a jewel in the deep. Before they can approach, elite guards wearing iridescent scaled armor, dive suits, and wielding pulse tridents swarm the group. You are captured and brought to the High Council.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, joy. Betrayal.
Yes. The crew is brought into the throne hall of the deep, glowing with ethereal lights lined with coral pillars. Seated in a massive shell-like throne is King Thalor Meraki, High Sovereign of the bound court. There's a deep discussion going on, and the team, other than everyone except Ariella are brought into the chamber. Everyone else is in a holding cell elsewhere. And Lyra is not with you. Ariella, you can make your plea to the court. What is this, soldier? Why bring traitors into our midst?
Well, Your Majesty, and esteemed council, my reasoning was this. One of these people is not a landwalker per se, but an automaton with her own free will.
There's some
Wow.
murmuring amongst the council.
While I was embarrassingly enough captured for a short time, she helped with my ensuring my freedom. This one, she says, or the captain of the vessel, the captain of the vessel I brought with me is a prisoner. And assuming humane, well, yeah, I guess humane is a universal word. Questioning, I'm sure he would provide great insight as to why the landwalkers are currently above us trying to find our great city.
You do
Because they're
understand,
the
King says, that despite what we have told you, sentries, to protect our city, protect our covenant, and our people, you have betrayed our trust. And you of all, Ariella, betrayed my trust. For that, I will have the council make a decision as to your fate.
Uh-oh.
You may leave me. You are dismissed.
Uh-oh.
I will have you know that they already know where the city is, and they are after our greatest treasure.
There's like some like murmured like shock in
None
the
of
council.
none
So-
of us would have known that. None of us would have known that if one of us didn't take the chance. That's all I'll say in my
There's some like
defense,
murmuring,
she said.
like chatter between the council members, and they're like back and forth, like they know about the ancient pearl. What else do they know? There's like all this like distrust and like tension in the air. And what are you rolling?
Diplomacy. To save her butt.
Yeah, you may,
Wait,
and
what?
as you gesture, like you have a hand signal or something that like permission to speak candidly, Your Honor or Your Sire.
Mm-hmm.
And as all this murmuring is going on around you, he holds up a hand, and the council comes to a lull hush. What is it, Sentry?
They know the entrance to the city. They don't know it's the entrance to the city. But they are after something very specific. They are after
He interjects and says, the Aeon's Pearl.
She nods.
You do understand that this means that this is an act of war from the above.
I do. I would like to ask in the most humble way possible that at the very least the automaton I brought with me be allowed to be acknowledged as a friend of Atlantis.
Are you asking for it to be granted asylum, Sentry?
I am. Under my protection if need be.
So be it. However, the other one, as he's looking at this ancient like scroll that was handed him by another council member, says here the fuzzy one, the whatever it is, the captain, says the council member. Yes, the captain is an indiscriminate threat to our society, our people, our way of life. He cannot go back to his ship. He knows too much already.
I guess I'll interrupt. But I assure you,
You're not in the room. You're in a
Oh,
holding
God,
cell
no.
elsewhere. You cannot
Yeah,
speak on your
she's-
behalf.
Ariella is doing her best to defend you, even though at the moment she doesn't really like you.
Yeah. And
But she did promise you'd stay alive, and she's intending to keep it that way.
he says, I will convene with the council after one thing is for certain. Our people are safe. And he bangs his trident down on the stonework, echoing throughout the council chambers. I will not have this city fall like it did before. And those words resonate with you.
Mm-hmm. And she also says, one more thing, Your Highness.
His brow narrows.
They possess weapons that have the ability to wipe out life and leave buildings, as well as weapons that can produce large-scale destruction, according to their own claims.
He sighs. Then it does mean war.
I do not think that the landwalkers left above mean peace. This is true. The ones that I have brought might be able to be convinced.
You want to make them allies for our cause.
She nods.
Sentry, you put me in a very tense and delicate situation.
I apologize. I need a minute. I have to do my thing.
You may be dismissed. As Ariella is dismissed from the council chambers, Lyra and the rest of the group are sitting in the. Well, Lyra's sitting outside the cell. Everyone else is inside the cell. There is one guard, and she says, I'm so sorry about this, but our customs are different from your people's. And she says to the guard, is the council still convening? The guard says, yes, they are. Please look after these three. I will be back. The guard stands at attention. You have my word, mistress. And Lyra departs into the council chambers. But before she does, you notice that she goes up to the bars and she says, don't worry, I have a plan. She reaches through the bars to you, Aurora, and hands you a small, tiny shard. It glows with iridescent essence. It's
What
shaped
is
like
this?
Shh. She points to the lock. When I give the signal, and I leave, follow. Do with the guard what you wish, but do not hurt him.
Yes, Your Highness.
She draws back from the bars. Guard, please make sure they are fed well. I'll be back in 1 hour. And that is your cue as she turns and heads for the door.
She's gonna take the shard.
Mhm.
And
Now
she's going to point it.
the key is on the other side of the lock of the door, so you're gonna have to
Yes.
reach around and unlock it.
She's gonna do it.
Guard says, "What the?" And he turns and grabs his is about to reach for his not his trident, but like his Aqua Shot Mark 1.
Mhm.
On it, which looks like a pistol on his hip.
Right.
He draws it, aiming at
Uh-huh.
you. 3.
Okay. All right.
Back in your cell.
I think not.
Charm check.
Huh?
Charm or persuasion.
Let's see here.
Hmm.
Give a second. Proficiencies. I do not have a charm.
Okay. Don't you have that
My
charm
bad,
ability?
sorry.
It's okay.
I apologize, I am back.
No, you're good. You
You're good.
So you've left the chambers and are making your way down the hall as Lyra comes running up the cobbles towards you and
Mhm.
says they're coming. Not like frantically, but like they're on their way. And she already discussed with you what her plan was to break them out of the prison cell. Which was to basically hand them the key to the cell and basically have them break out, knock out the guard, and get into the councilman's chambers.
Oy.
Lyra is so unconventional as a sister of the throne. She does not follow the rules.
Oh,
Gee, this sounds like a certain kobold.
yeah, I know, right?
Oy. And
It's a lot like that.
Here's the thing. Ariella was taking the entire blame for the situation, but both her and Lyra were up there.
Lyra was not up there.
Yeah, in the backstory you gave me, Lyra was up there and she bolted, and Ariella was captured instead.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
Okay,
right.
So what am I supposed to be rolling?
Your
And I would
persuasion.
have been sent to assist by Lyra's order.
Okay, hang on a second.
One at a time. Roll me a persuasion.
One at a time. Persuasion. I do not have a persuasion.
Okay. Then you're gonna
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy. If you want to convince the guard to not attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a -1, so. That's not bad.
16. The guard looks in shock as you technically just walk right out of the cell, don't even attack him, and
she has no reason to.
You just gesture to the rest of the team as they walk out of the cell. You close the cell door.
Mm-hmm.
The guard just like, but.
Wait.
Yeah, like that, and he's like, the royals are gonna have me on a conch for this.
Actually, the Tom John, as soon as she walks out, turns and looks at him. we do not know the way to to the chambers, to the royal chamber,
Mm-hmm. Council chambers.
Um,
council chamber.
is,
We do not
is
know the way
Draylor
to
with
the.
them?
Huh?
Is Draylor with you guys?
Raylor just rounds the corner and he says, "It's this way." The guard just looks wide-eyed as Draylor. Draylor, you can say one last thing to the guard as you leave with the party.
Stand down, soldier. Your
Yes, sir.
loyalty will be noted.
Yes, sir. And he's just like
The
questioning himself as you leave
yeah
down the hall.
the automaton looks down at the raccoon. Are you coming?
Kristen,
Wait, Kristen is
he's
muted.
muted. Yeah, he's muted. All right.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I'll dash after them.
Yeah, you
Okay.
dash after them. Okay. So you're following down the cobbled halls as like council members and like royalty and like servants are just walking down the hall. As you're just running through the hall through all these people are turning their heads, looking over their shoulder. Some people are backing up as you brush past them. It's that kind of chaotic scene as you're running through the halls of the.
My character is saying, "Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me,
Yeah,
pardon me,
yep.
excuse me,
Mhm.
excuse me." Yeah, she's gonna be nice about it, but yeah, she
Yeah.
is running down the hallway.
I see if I can pickpocket anyone.
Ooh!
Okay. Roll me a thievery
I
check.
like the way you think, Basterian. I do.
Roll me a
Yeah.
thievery check.
Yeah. What kind of check?
Thievery. It's basically
thievery.
sleight of hand.
Is that a 2 or a 20?
That is a nat 20 with a +6 modifier.
Oh, yeah.
So you managed to, and I'm actually going to update your sheet because I can do this with the loot table. Mysterian, let me go to, where's it? Inventory. Huh. Yeah, take a look at your coins.
Alright, how do I see my coins?
Go to
Inventory?
your character inventory, and it's at the very top.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
Looting royalty is fun.
Oy vey.
Yeah. All right.
Looting
As
royalty is fun.
you knew this. You knew this when you brought these two down.
as Lyra just looks behind her, sees the act of thievery, and just shakes her head, and looks over at Ariella and says, as Ariella rounds the corner, like on two legs, like kind of like skidding around the corner, and she says, "Councilman, I'm sorry to speak for you, but like the council's convenient." And Lyra says, "I'm aware. I have something to say to my father."
By
Father?
all means, he basically read me the riot act, but don't worry, I didn't tell him you were out there with me.
She stands at the door, places her hand on the golden conch shell, takes a deep
Keep
breath.
in mind, my rear is on the line too, Princess.
I'm aware. All of you will follow behind me 6 seconds after I open this door. And she pushes the door open.
So she gets around, and then we come in. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She opens the door. The door closes behind you, and you hear the voice of Lyra echoing through the chambers as the door slams shut. "Father, what are... Daughter,
And
why are you..." And that's all you hear. A good solid minute passes in the chambers as there's echoed shouting from inside the chambers.
Wait, weren't we supposed to follow?
yeah, it's 6 seconds later, Ariella follows in.
Yeah.
As the doors are thrown open with a loud crash. The two guards next to the doors just jump slightly. As the High Council all turns to the door. And Lyra is
And what would
on
walk
her. Lyra is
proudly.
on her knees, begging, like hands together, like begging her father for something. She's like bowing down and like begging, like on her knees. The father looks up at the door. What is the meaning of this?
Apologies, Your Majesty, but I have a feeling that I would like to speak for myself,
He stands.
if I am
Uh,
permission. If I am permitted.
He stands and points his trident at his daughter. You may. Make it quick.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I have. And she's going to reveal what she has in her hot little hand,
Mhm.
or wherever it is.
It's in your chest. It's like a
it's in
data.
my chest.
It's a data core.
Yeah.
It's part of your internal part. So if you remove it, technically, you would go offline.
Yeah. I have within me, Your Majesty, details of the one who is looking for this place. First expedition.
Sorry,
The,
I'll
count,
be right
the
back.
council murmurs more, and Thalor holds up another hand while still pointing his trident at his daughter.
At
Continue.
which point I would take my spot in front of the princess to guard her,
Guard, move
even from her own
aside.
father.
Guard, move aside. As he
No. My loyalty is to the princess and the princess alone. I have done my duty to protect her, yet you arrest me.
May I continue speaking, good guard?
Proceed.
the brow of Thalor narrows.
The thing that was discovered was your history, and I have learned it. Moved by your wonderfulness, I heard of Kane's obsession to find a artifact. I believe you call it the pearl. I wish to protect it along with your
One of the
along with you.
one of the council members like clears their throat, almost laughingly. It wants to protect the pearl. Is this a joke?
I am not an it. My pronouns are she, her. And she's very clear on that one.
Regardless, she, gesturing to the android, sire, wishes to protect the most sacred artifact of our people. Yet, she, gesturing again, has invaded our people and brought that, points to the fuzz, points to Brasterian.
Fuzzball? Yeah.
Yeah. That atrocity into our midst, and, on top of it all, has threatened our people, our way of life.
I
have
growl at the horrible council member.
I have done no such thing. I was attempting to free Ariella from the ship and make peace. That is my function.
Thalor looks down at his daughter. Is this what you've been up to, my daughter? Lyra nods, still deep in a bow. What have I told you about going out and exploring the surface without
Not-
protection? Lyra.
not to have a dingle hopper. It's what my character says. But everybody in the whole room should know exactly where that's from.
Oh yes.
And eyebrows raise. Even Thalor slightly raises. You have been with my daughter. Trident is now trained on you.
No, sir. No, Your Majesty. I was merely quoting a movie. I think it's called The Little Mermaid? ... with a question mark at the end of it. She's never seen Lyra before. She's never seen Lyra before.
No, I know, but he thinks that the reference was that you were with her when she was exploring the surface. That's where he got the context.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, out of character
movie, so
yeah. But he doesn't understand the context yet. So
yeah, he doesn't understand the context.
Thaler points his trident at you, Aurora. If you are to say that you were not with my daughter on the surface, how can we trust you?
Because she freed me. Or helped freed me.
That's what she could have been programmed for, says one of the council members. This could all be an elaborate ruse, just to gain our trust, says another council member.
I am an obsolete model of android. There is no way that I could have been programmed with this ruse. Again, she.
So play announcements. I'll be in there in a few minutes, okay? Thanks. Go.
I watched her disobey those that should have been her superiors on my behalf.
Aelor sighs.
As far as I'm concerned, she has demonstrated the laws of robotics to its fullest.
Trident
As far as I
raises.
know, all the land-based robots are subject to those laws.
Thaler lowers his trident back down to his daughter. Daughter, do you have anything to say before I make my final decree? Through her thick, white, brownish hair, thick brown hair, she tosses some of it off to the side, looks up at her father. The pearl tests not just power, but purity. If we raise tridents now, father, we abandon all hope of peace. Let us listen. Let us learn. Please, before the tide turns red once again. With these words, his father steps back, sits down in his throne, and lays his trident across his lap. He looks at the council members. Your votes. In 1 hour. This council is adjourned. Everyone. He looks directly at Lyra and the party. Except you may leave. I have questions. And that is where our game will end.
To keep everyone alive is tough.
Yes, I know.
I think it
Can I
would have been
win?
better for me just to wipe the surface clean.
Yeah,
Through.
the thing is that is completely not Atlantean.
Well,
Yeah,
to keep the
probably.
secret safe, that's what I probably should have done. but
Yeah.
that's
Well-
not my fault.
All right. Well,
No.
thank you everyone for joining us here on Atlantis Rising Tides, Season 1, Episode 1, Awakening the Depths. I am PA Kenny
Ooh.
USA, aka RT Studios. I played Thalor, I played some of the NPCs, I played some of the guards. I did not get a chance to play Victor Kane, as I was dressed like today, but that's okay. I enjoyed wearing the costume nonetheless. Without further ado, let us go ahead and introduce the royalty, starting with...
I guess that's me.
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Katie Wynn. I played Ariella Pacifica. And yeah, let's not try to get at least one new friend killed. The other one might be a friend if he would stop being, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm a
it sounds like
person.
survival mode.
it sounds like the first one to be put on the filleting board would be your fellow guardsman.
Yeah, well, Daylor needs Daylor needs a vacation. That's what they need. But
A vacation
yeah.
to the Landwalkers realm. Sorry.
No.
Oh, don't worry, we will. We will.
Tropical just out there so she can dull that edge a little. Anyway, that's me. So I guess Buddy Bot, go ahead. Buddy Bot, that's you, Trish.
Trish.
Oh, thank you. Hello, I am Trisha Welsh. I played Aurora, which is a new character for me. She is a automaton. I am playing her. She's yes, she is defying everything. She is trying to be very respectful.
The only thing she hasn't defined yet is gravity. Sorry.
I mean, that's fair.
Well,
Sorry.
she doesn't have a broom, or she's not dressed up in a completely black witch's outfit with a hat. So no, she can't defy gravity.
Sorry, I had to.
I know. I am going to send this down to our wonderful raccoon person.
Mysterian, introduce yourself or close out and
I'm Risterian. I played the Captain Risterian. I'm a rogue and a thief and a pickpocket, and I'll probably get everyone killed at some point.
and now you're filthy rich.
Yeah,
Yes.
worth it.
Yeah.
All of it was worth it.
I love it.
As literally he's still standing in the throne room, and like literally he shifts a second, and you hear the jingle of like ancient coins, and his pockets are bulged out. You can definitely tell he stole something.
Yeah.
There's just a ton all over.
Yeah, if he's not careful, somebody may put him on a grill at some point and try raccoon.
No, not like that.
No, I'd just shave him.
You'd what?
All right, Jordan, go.
Well, I mean, if you want to say that.
I am Jordan. I play Draylor, the royal captain of the guard and personal attaché to Princess Lyra, Lyra, and Lyra, and have come to the rescue of any that need it. I am a Atlantean with ties to the ancient shark mer people, and yeah. I, for one, would like to try some of that roast raccoon.
Hey.
No.
Stay away from me. Stay back.
Don't steal too much from my people or try to kill anybody, or I will take retribution.
Stay back.
Hey.
Where can we find every one of you if you have a feed or a channel? Starting with our lovely Android.
You can find me over at Landsky 2. I do stream from Tuesday to Friday, so please find me there. And yeah.
And anyone else?
You can find
No,
me
I-
at I guess twitch.tv/Mysterian, I think it is.
Priest.
And also on YouTube.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah. So, and you play Star Citizen and a bunch of space games and other games, I'm assuming.
I do.
And
yeah.
and with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on Atlantis Rising Tides, our first premiere episode of this brand new series. Yes, I knew we have to still work out some of the kinks, and I still have to learn how to use Foundry. If anyone has any experience teaching Foundry, please contact me. I would love to learn more of how this tool works because I've been banging my head against this keyboard for the past 3 weeks. I
You did
still haven't
good. It
mastered
was
it.
good.
Thank you. And thank you to my players for being good sports and actually following the storyline that I had planned. Although the Kraken battle, the Kraken battle wasn't well executed.
It was good. I was terrified.
Yes.
Yes.
I tried to roll an attack against it, but it just didn't work.
It was
That's
very
probably my
strong.
suckiest roll all game.
Suckiest. That's putting it lightly. Says
Uh,
the
And
says the
attack
Kraken.
phase went up completely.
I love
before it
11. Yeah, I
hit
love
it.
11 thing. That was planned.
Yes.
It was planned.
Yes. And with
We
that,
do
ladies and go ahead. Good.
Don't forget that next week we are going back to Out in the Stars.
Yes.
It's in my count.
What? What did you say?
I said, yep.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. All right. And with that further ado, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here. We got to go and have a meeting with the council. But until then, always be empowered to play. And wherever you are, swim safe. And watch out for that white tide. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 This is the sound of the rising tide.
Steel towers rise where the oceans weep. Cain drills deep while the old gods sleep. They called it progress, built on bones. Now the trench stirs. We are not alone.
Beneath the blue, a silent scream. Our blood runs cold through shattered dreams. You take and take, but the sea remembers. Her wrath ignites like buried embers.
Can't erase what lies below. We are the storm you didn't know. We march with tides, not chains or greed. We rise for truth, not lust or need.
This is the sound of the rising tide, of nature's fury. You can't divide. We fight for balance, we fight for peace. The ocean's justice will never cease.
Steel and flame through shadowed halls. Together we rise, or together we fall. You can't stop the tide, no matter how tall the wall. The reckoning calls. The reckoning calls. Your empire stands on rusted lies. Your suits and wires won't stop the skies. You mine the deep, ignored the signs. Now vengeance flows from Atlantean lines.
We were the myth you tried to drown, but we still breathe where light breaks down. Our hearts beat loud with nature's cry. We're coming now, you can't deny.
From coral blades to battle cries.
The sea will surge, the truth will rise.
No more silence, no more lies. This war ends where your power dies.
This is the sound of the rising tide, of nature's fury. You can't divide. We fight for balance, we
depths for profit. But the ocean remembers every wound.
We are the voice of the drowned, and we rise.
Hear the cry from the reef and the sand. Steel will rust in Atlantean hands. You built a war, will bring the truth with nature's rage and warriors
young. This is the sound of the rising tide of nature's fury. You can't divide. We fight for balance. We fight for peace. The ocean's justice will never cease.
Stay tuned after the show because we'll be raiding into another group. Thanks for joining us here on Atlantis Rising Tides. We'll see you next time in the blast.
The sea reclaims it all.
Lyra found the ancient scrolls hidden deep within the sea. Tales of beings long forgotten, whispers of humanity. Pages worn yet truth they hold, a shared lineage to unfold. In the depths of ocean's lore, secrets waiting to be told.